Soccerworld Fan TV here. I am back, coming back at you with the match reactions, and of course, Manchester United PSG. What a game that was, by the way. Absolutely, Zain is disappointed, sad and all that. Mate, if anything, I'll let you talk about the game. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, at like the 60th or 70th minute of the game, I said that like I was actually proud of the way we were playing, and we were dominating them in the second half especially, and the way we came back after going a goal down. Those two chances that Martial had should have done better. Bruno had a couple of chances where he misplayed the pass that could have been better. And overall, I think that we were in control of the game until that goal off the corner that they scored. And I mean, it's debatable. I haven't seen enough camera angles, but from the one I saw, I thought that it was offside. And then minutes later, Fred gets sent off to pile on the pressure. Even that, like Fred, I think that he should have subbed him off at least 10 to 15 minutes ago. I guess we were playing well, so he didn't want to change anything, but it's too much of a risk to take, especially knowing that the next game was going to be a must win if this result stands.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
And
it's been a regular theme. Like we just miss a lot of chances in important games, and that's the same thing that happened again.
coming about the Fred red card situation, there was two situations where you can debate. Said the VAR call obviously. I think a lot of people would have agreed that it was a red card considering other references and everything. Although there was another situation where was it really a red or not? What are your takes on the two potential red cards for Fred in those situations?
I mean, the first one, the headbutt. I mean, you have to say that's a red. I thought like when the minute he did that, I thought it was going to be sent off, but for some reason the referee decided to give a yellow even after he consulted the cameras, the monitor. So that's really down to the referee making a huge mistake. And then when he does eventually send him off. I don't agree with that tackle. I thought he got the ball, so I guess he got both decisions wrong, but it kind of balances out because Fred should have been sent off eventually. And I didn't agree with the goal either, so I think he just had a shocking game. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm. And we talk about
Uh,
United as well, and I think undeniably, if you're a neutral and everything, you've seen United play this Champions League season where they have absolutely been fantastic for most parts. Okay, ignore the Besiktas game beforehand. They have pretty much
mm,
been that team where you're like, man, amazing, and they've really punched over their weight in a lot of things. However, we also have seen the hairy side of Manchester United this season where they haven't been performing well, questions about the performance. So do you think as well, and I'm going to quote one of our fellow Soccer World members here, United is a bipolar team. Do you think that's a perfect way to talk about this Manchester United side?
yeah. I mean, like, if you look at it over last season and the start of this season, you can obviously see there's no clear pattern on how we're gonna play games. We can be very good one game, we can be very poor the next game. But I feel like we had just won 4 games in a row right now, and coming off of this game, we played amazing in this game as well. So I thought we were picking up a run of form, and we've started to become more consistent, especially with the win against Southampton last uh, on Sunday, I believe. So like I thought we were turning a corner, and this game doesn't really change my mind because I feel like we deserve to get a better result. So I'm still somewhat positive, and I mean if at the beginning of the day we saw this group and you told me that we were going to the last day needing a point against Leipzig to qualify, I would have taken it. So if you look at it in perspective, I'm still happy with how the campaign is going, and hopefully we can get out the result next game.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
we talk about PSG and everything, and of course you saw the game. Sadly we couldn't have a reaction for that game because of exams and everything.
Yeah.
However, do you see a difference with this PSG side compared to the last time that you did verse against them?
Um. Honestly, like the first 10 minutes, I thought that they looked different. They looked better, more organized, and a part of that had to do with Verratti playing this time. But I feel like once we settled into the game, it was the same old patterns. We were carving them open on the break like we did in the first time. We just couldn't take our chances. And if you remember in that game, we also missed a lot of chances. It was just Rashford happened to score at the end. So I wouldn't say that I was very impressed with them because the same patterns came through this game as well. Yeah.
Of course, that now that it is getting heated, it is going to go right down to the wire. You do versus Leipzig, but I think what team do you have beforehand in the league?
We have West Ham.
Right. Do you think that
Yeah.
you're gonna probably rest all your players for the West Ham game, and then just go all out for the Leipzig game? Because I think that's the main priority to get through to the Champions League.
Uh, I don't think Ollie's the type of manager to do that because I remember last year in the Europa League when we had like what a 5 goal lead. He still put out a relatively strong side. So I think that he will play. He won't play all his best players, but say for example, he might rest Tellez, he might rest Cavani. But overall, I think it will still put out a side that it should win comfortably against West Ham, and then we carry on to Leipzig. I think it's like one game, one by one. You look at the games like that. Don't
Mm-hmm.
plan ahead.
Mm-hmm. Any final
Yeah.
remarks you want to make based on this performance and everything, and maybe some comments about maybe the ref in this game and VAR?
Yeah, I mean, every time we have a major game, VAR comes into play, and it's all obviously controversial. Sometimes they get it right, but most usually they seem to be getting it wrong. So I don't really agree with any of the decisions they made in this game in particular. Either they were against us or for us. So I think the ref had a relatively poor game as well. And apart from that, I'm still not upset. Like I'm upset with the result, but I'm not disappointed in my team's performance. And I guess we can take some heart from this and carry on the performance and hope to replicate it versus Leipzig.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens later, but thank you so much for giving a match reaction for this game. Guys, if you absolutely love the content that we're putting, and if you agree with his opinions, please give a like on this video, and please, of course, share this video and subscribe to this video. We've been seeing a lot of people giving views on our videos, on the 50s and 40 levels, and we only have 33 subscribers. So if you absolutely are continuously watching these videos and you absolutely enjoy it, you can show your support by subscribing. And of course, we'll come up with more and more with the biggest games. Of course, we see Real Madrid, if they're going to make it into the Champions League or the Europa League, we will see. We will, of course, stream that game and many other big, big games coming on the line. So be assured of that. Thank you so much once again, Zain. And y'all take care and peace.
Thanks. Cheers.